All right, welcome back to Twin Terror. I'm David.
I'm Gary.
And today we're going to talk about stuff.
So there's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of it is
Stuff you won't be interested in.
I was going to sort of ease my way into that. But yes, if you go right for the throat, there's a lot of stuff going on, but not a lot of it seems like it would be highly interesting to the folks that watch this channel. So we just decided to do a Trump health reading instead.
Yeah, exactly, because that's popular. Let's see. Oh, I got the Death card, the Ten of Swords. I got the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Three of Swords. Oh, look, there's the Queen of Cups and rejoicing with the Three of Cups. Melania seems happy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's who needs to stack the deck? Well, you could just make it up as we go along.
Exactly.
No. So what I kind of landed on was an article I saw about Tucker Carlson and Sean Ryan. So Sean Ryan's a former Navy SEAL. He's got his own podcast that's obviously very right wing, and he was on Tucker Carlson's show, and they were talking about Trump and his administration, and they were, all high praise for Trump's rolling back DEI, the efforts at Doge. But then Sean Ryan goes, I think this administration needs, quote, a lot of work, and he's starting to lose hope.
Oh,
and one of the things that Sean Ryan is losing hope about is the appearance of impropriety stemming from Trump's organization's dealings in the Middle East. And they go off to name 4 different things that are happening in the Middle East. He goes, Trump's got this international hotel and tower that he's building in Dubai, the Trump Tower that's going up in Jeddah, a golf resort in Doha, that's in Qatar, that's in Qatar, Jeddah's in Saudi Arabia, and then a hotel that's under construction in Muscat, Oman. And that's just the Middle East. I mean, they didn't bring up the jet, and they didn't bring up what's going on in the Far East in Vietnam, where Trump organization just broke ground on a $1.5 billion golf resort that they're partnering with some Vietnamese company.
Yeah, I just can't imagine that all these tariffs and trade deals don't include other deals,
Yeah, exactly. It's just curious. And Sean Ryan goes, that stuff kind of worries me. And Tucker Carlson says, well, it seems like corruption, yeah. And they go on, the interview goes on, but it's like, that's pretty shocking when you get people as right-wing as Tucker Carlson saying, yeah, you know what? This does smell like corruption to me. And not that they're going to do anything about it yet, but they're starting to notice. I mean,
even hearing a sniff of integrity is unusual. It's an unusual fragrance coming from the cesspool that is the right.
Oh, yeah. It's like, even I'm stunned. Laura Loomer was even saying that, taking the delivery of that airplane of that jet was not a good look.
Oh, by the way, I think it was Marianne from Revealing Light Terror I was listening to the other day. She was saying that it wasn't necessarily a military deal. It was a shakedown. We wanted to, it kind of a, yeah, we want to do a big military deal with you, but first, I need a favor.
Yeah.
What can you throw in for me? How about we sell you $12 billion of military equipment and you kick in a jet?
Yeah.
She was comparing it to extortion. It's like, that's what Trump does. Leverage, extortion. Those are his 2 go-tos. Mm-hmm. she used the extortion word. It's like, okay, it's probably that then.
It's so interesting. So we got these folks out there even the far right guys are getting uncomfortable and shifting in their seats, right? It seems like it's all quote unquote part of the plan.
Whatever the plan is, which is self-enrichment.
Yeah, well,
why don't you read on the plan? Let's get this thing started instead of
let's read on the plan for entertainment purposes only. How is the plan coming together? Because it really sucks when you don't like the plan and you don't want to have any part of the plan, but you're part of the plan just the same.
It's a group project and we're dragged along with it, kicking and screaming. Yeah. This is like a dad taking us to those Boston Pops concerts.
It just would have been cheaper to get a sitter and leave us be home.
Amen, brother.
God. Okay, so
it was great. Thank you for culturing us to your lousy taste in music.
So here we go.
But I'm not bitter.
The fact that you remember it 53 years later. Okay, so part of the plan. How is this plan coming along? So Spirit, how's the plan looking? All right. Foundation of the reading is the 8 of Swords. We're going forward whether you like it or not. I'm sorry you don't like this plan, but apparently this is what you got to go through. My wife is texting me. I'm going to have to put that on mute. The challenge is the 7 of Cups. Not understanding the plan. We're seeing all the crazy, but we're not seeing that path forward yet. They haven't lifted the blindfold off of the people that need to. Thanks, David.
Oh, you silenced me. Darn it. I was texting him.
They haven't taken the blindfold off.
I was just going to start doing it every 10 seconds. Ding, ding. But you silenced it. You thwarted my evil plans. By the way, for those watching, it's like, do these two ever get serious? Do they? No. This is par for the course.
No.
Yeah, literally, that would be Gary and I would do the same thing. It's like, oh, his phone's on. Watch this every 10 seconds. Ding, ding. I got that one right. Ding.
I know it used to drive my previous spouse a little nuts. Would you give me a straight answer for once? It's like, if I'm messing around with you, that means I'm in a good mood. You should embrace this. Yes. If I'm giving you straight answers, I'm either really stressed out or I'm really pissed off. It's not a good thing.
What a healthy relationship you were. Anyways, carry on.
Yes. So the confusion is, or rather, the blindfold hasn't been taken off of the people that need to see MAGA. But the challenge is the rest of us can see it, and it's like, oh my God, it's just a shite show, right?
Yeah, lack of integrity.
Yep. Underneath it all, hey man, guess what? This is what you voted for, and
keep going. I'll throw it. I'm gonna interrupt you in a second.
Yeah. Basically, this is when you say to your favorite MAGA family member or neighbor, "I hope you get everything you voted for." That's what this card is. This is what you voted for. This is what you're going to get. Your turn.
The part I meant, remember I just said something about the stink in the cesspool of the right or something along those lines?
Yeah.
You might be blindfolded because you're not looking, but you can't help but smell it.
Yeah.
The devil's got that strong sulfurous smell. So
yeah,
you may not see him, but boy, oh boy, the stink is there, isn't it?
The brimstone is there. And
the
tower omen is coming,
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do my Libby in a bit.
Okay, awesome.
In the past, you got the 5 of Cups. This could be two things, actually. This could be the MAGA being very sad about what happened in 2020 because their guy lost. This could also be how the Democrats are feeling right now, having to go through this lesson.
No.
What do you think?
How about people that's like, I really like Trump. I just wish he wouldn't tweet so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
well, yeah,
we like him. No, he says he's doing some great things. We just wish he wasn't quite such a, whatever.
Yeah, I mean that can also go right to the Tucker Carlson and Sean Ryan interview, right? It's like,
Or
it's starting to
he
feel like,
didn't go far enough the first time, so he was kind of disappointed the first time. Hopefully, he's 10 times more Trumpy this time around.
yeah, current energy is the Hierophant. Trump's basically trying to control all three branches of the government. He's going to make the executive branch as strong as possible and neuter the other two. The overarching energy for this is this part of the plan is the Nine of Wands. We got one more. They got the penultimate battle yet to come. We've got a lot of battles under under our belts. We've got our ear bandaged. We got one more battle to go. The lesson to be learned is a choice. You had a choice. You could have done this the easy way. You could have followed the path of kindness and harmony and tolerance and acceptance, or you can choose the lower energy, and guess what we chose.
Mm-hmm.
Outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Well, just sit back and watch the shit show happen. It's happening. All you just got to do is sit back and watch.
Follow the money.
That's true too. Anything else you want to add to that?
I thought you were going to do a Libby on me.
Yeah. Okay. So underneath it, just keep watching because the Tower moment is coming. Things are going to start falling apart. You're going to start realizing that you probably should value your Constitution, value your democracy, value your freedoms more, because there are people that are going to compromise that because it doesn't align with their political values. And you'll start seeing it happening more and more in real time, and you'll realize that they're taking things away from you. And it's time to, be the emotionally strong person and get rid of the emperor, get rid of the oligarchs, put that to an end, and the chaos may end. So there. I can keep going. Yeah, you can keep fighting. Thanks, Libby.
Yeah, no kidding. Always acknowledge the people you steal from. We only steal from.
I swear, when she gets on a roll, she's gonna need a second deck of cards.
Yeah. It's cool when it happens because then you're not even you're not even thinking. You're just go, and that when I badger you, come on, let's go faster. That's what I'm trying to get you into. Is in the don't overanalyze it, just go and see where it takes you fast.
Yeah.
Business. Okay, so
that's the plan.
Yeah. I'm kind of the right. What's it gonna take with Trump's what's it going to take with Trump's corruption? It's kind of like what's the key event that where they finally maybe they get their health care taken away, they're feeling poor, and then Trump all of a sudden announces his gold-plated toilets need to be installed in this. Kind of what is the event that finally, is there an event that breaks the camel's back?
Yeah, there you
go. I mean, him dying could do it too, but
this could pivot right to a health reading.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. What's going to go on with? It's going to bring Republicans or MAGA, mostly Republicans though, out of their stupor. What's he going to have to do? It's when people aren't being taken care of and they don't see a way out. Look at 3 major arcana in a row. Lazy, entitled people versus we were being taken care of, and now, you're lost. You don't know which way to go. And now you're going to start looking. People ask, are you better off 4 years ago than you were now? It's almost that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
They have to be honest with themselves.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, their life has to get hard for them, and we're in the process of life getting hard for them. While Elon Musk type energies are sitting there, the haves now have even more while you're struggling.
Yep.
And you finally wake up. This is when they start waking up, when the haves have more and they struggle. And at that point, it's almost like you're willing to bury your differences with the Democrats, because now the Democrats really aren't the worst enemy in the world. It's the fact that you don't see an out. And when you start going to these people asking for help, you don't get help. When they finally do get angry, it'll turn quickly. Or this could be that some government parties, some political parties reach out to them to make their life easier. And the minute they feel like somebody's valuing them or making life easier, they wake up. So in some ways, this is why we're walking on Legos right now as a collective. It's because people need to get to this part. They need to suddenly realize that, no, these folks don't take care of us. They're only interested in their own personal gaining. So where do I go looking for somebody who's going to help make my life a little bit easier? And once they figure that out, change will come quickly.
It's funny because it's kind of what Bernie Sanders, AOC, and Walz are doing.
Exactly.
They're going out there and they're listening.
That's what that tour is all about. You go out to these places where there should be town halls, and the Republicans aren't holding them, and you let the conservatives express their fears, because, and this is biological. I'm not saying all conservatives this way, but if your higher thinking parts of your brain aren't as well developed, or if you have a more developed primal part of your brain, you tend to stick in the fight, flight, or freeze. You get to the fear. Fear is your motivator. And I'm not saying that, oh, you're an idiot if you use fear as a motivator, but conservative people, I think there was a study where that part of their brain is more prominent. Either it's more active or it's larger. It consumes their thoughts more. So they respond to fear. And the Conservative Party is like, change is bad. Change is deleterious. It's going to hurt you. So let's go back to the good old days when things weren't as scary, because you survived those.
Yeah. And look where we're at.
Yeah. And those good old days don't seem to be coming back. So now you start looking for somebody, your worst fears are realized. The good old days still aren't here. When are they coming? Who's going to help me out here? And then somebody gives you a helping hand. You might actually be willing to listen to them.
You know what's so funny about the good old days?
Not everybody thinks they're good.
They're only good old days really in our minds. I really like classic movies. And I recently went to the Stanford Theater in Palo Alto. They show old movies, and they were playing an Audrey Hepburn movie called Charade. It was Audrey Hepburn and Cary Grant. And you sort of sit back and you're observing, right? That movie's older than we are, so it's over 60 years old. And you look at how people were treated and how people conducted themselves. And, granted, it's a movie, but it's just like, oh, man, I would not want to live in that era, or even like when I was watching some of these old Monday Night Football games from the mid-'70s that are on YouTube, and the sexism is just dripping out of the announcer booth, right? And it's just like, oh, my God, it's just, I am so thankful that we've made as much progress as we've had. The good old days, you get nostalgic because when life was simple, but it might have been simple because you didn't realize all the shit that was really going on. You just accepted what was going on around you.
Things were slower, that's for sure.
So, as much as this sucks, I'm optimistic that once we sweep this MAGA crap out of the house and into the street and let the street sweeper suck it up and take it to the recycling plant, things are going to be a lot better for everybody. But it just sucks that we have to wait and suffer through it until it happens. And that is all I got for my little rant.
Yeah, I've got nothing else either. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, if you like these videos, subscribe and hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight every night Pacific time with a new video. We're not actually awake at midnight Pacific time. We're in our little bed sleeping, but the video will be ready for you.
I was awake at midnight Pacific time the other night because I responded to somebody's comment on my video. Before going to bed, it's like, oh, it's 12:01. Hey, there's a comment. Let me respond to that. Now I'm going to bed.
Was it Alf giving hockey scores?
It was not.
Oh, that's a shame. Alf is usually the first one commenting on our latest videos. If you like them, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many. And we've got some shout outs to give.
Oh, goody.
Yes. So in the video that came out today, Dave and I were joking about, oh, please contribute generously and save the channel. And a lot of you responded.
Who knew? Asking for money. What a grift. It'd be tremendous amounts of money. We'll put it all to good use.
I was asking Dave before we started. It's like, all these people donated. I don't know why. What did we do in this video?
Yeah, I don't remember either. And Gary's like, were we being silly and throwing cards at each other? It's like, yeah, it sounds vaguely familiar. Let me take a look. Yeah, we did. Stream of consciousness.
So I'd like to give a couple of shout outs there. Teresa Spriggs, who made a very generous donation to the channel.
Thank you, Teresa. Sorry, we're not always your cup of tea, but that day we were.
Appreciate that. To Rhonda, who also made a very kind contribution to the channel.
Keep it going, Rhonda.
Yeah, woohoo! Help me, Rhonda. Terry 2.0 made a nice. I got you with that one, huh?
I didn't know the card. Oh, see, all the money cards are coming out.
That's right. Good job.
Give me money for Beach Boy references now.
Now, this one, I ALCYONE, Alcy1 Rising, our Louisiana Indigo Dot in Texas. How's that? They made a great contribution to the channel.
Awesome. So like the Phoenix Rising.
And me butchering your name.
Exactly. Reincarnate.
Looney Lucy made a nice, thoughtful contribution to the channel.
All right.
Yay! We'll celebrate that.
Opening day.
Crystal Weatherby made a kind contribution as well.
Didn't we just make jokes about the Archies and the Weatherbys?
Yes, I asked her if she was related to Principal Weatherby, and Crystal said she was not.
Oh.
Sadly. And then CL Forster made a kind contribution as well. Thank you so much.
We go tour the world.
Yes, and for the rest of us, we got the King of Pentacles. Yeah. More money.
Where's your money? Give us your money too. Yeah. Oh, dear God.
Yes, we need lots of money to produce these high quality
exactly.
videos for you.
The amount of time spent editing these videos is tremendous. Tremendous burden. You do not need to send money.
Just watch this cattail for a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, folks. We truly appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.